Hi, it's Gary Kayye. We're here at the opening reception here at ISE 2016, which you just let the opening, I guess you'd call it panel discussion.
Yeah.
And I'm here with Mike Blackman. Michael Blackman is actually the managing director for Integrated Systems Europe, so he's the guy who makes this entire show happen. You got a big grin on your face. Are you happy?
Of course I'm happy, Gary. You know, we've had the lead up for the build up, and everything's running smoothly. No big hiccups. Our exhibitors are getting ready, and it's always exciting to see them doing their work. And you know what's fantastic about ISE is when I walk around this show and I see the effort and the investment all our exhibitors make in building their booths, and they look fantastic. You've got to admit, it looks great.
Oh yeah, this is not a pop-up display show. This is literally taking raw components and building it from scratch. In fact, I want to talk about that in a minute, but first I want to talk about one thing that everybody's wondering is it's a 4-day show, okay? Friday is super exciting this year as the fourth day, because not only are you doing something really special, and that is moving the keynote to the end, but you've got a special keynoter, and you've got a lot of other activities planned for Friday. So talk about that.
So, you know, it's a really big challenge to actually move and extend the show to one extra day. And we said, okay, what can we do about this? And we did a lot of talks with our exhibitors, and we said, let's invest in this. So the first thing we did is we got Dr. Michio Kaku to actually do our keynote. We moved the keynote to be a closing keynote. And I think what he's going to be talking about, the perfect route to capitalism, to digital capitalism, I think it's going to be quite an exciting event. And I think you did an interview with him, Gary.
I'm going to do an interview with him on Thursday.
Okay, sorry. So look forward, before the keynote, go and have a look at Gary's interview. I think it will be something to see what to expect.
And you've got some other things going on Friday, too.
Yeah, so the whole Friday, so take away the vowels out of it, FRDY is our new push for the Friday events in the future for ISE. And Friday ISE is always going to be an exciting event. We're putting a lot of networking, a lot of activities to actually help exhibitors and attendees network, connect, and work with each other. There are prize draws going on. You can win an iPhone, you can win a drone, you can win a Tesla for a weekend. There's all sorts of things that you're able to actually get as part of that.
I want a drone. So actually, before we go on, I get some other questions, so don't leave. Go to iseurope.org and you can actually see all the Friday activities. It's under FRDY at ISE. You'll see that section on the home page, and it lists all the activities. Speaking of activities, this year you've got sort of 3 tracks of education. A free track, which I'm honored to be participating in, teaching a class on social media, which are basically short 20-minute segments,
Exactly.
And there's a few dozen topics out there. But you've also got you've got 2 other tracks of sort of higher level education. How's the registration for that going? What do you think?
Well, education for all the elements are going really well. So in fact, we have 3 levels. So first, you've got the conferences,
right. And
you've seen today we had our Smart Building Conference, and we had our audio forum.
Right.
We've got the Capital Summit taking place on Thursday. We have an AVIT conference going on.
Summit as well.
We got the Sports Video Group Summit as well for stadiums. So that's on the conference level. Those are paid for events. Then we have what we call professional development. And these are the sessions which are run by Infocom and CEDIA, the associations behind ISE, where you get a chance to actually increase your knowledge, enhance your qualification, and really develop how you are as a person in this business and what skills you have on that. Then the third level are the free sessions, which are at the theaters. We have 4 theaters throughout the show. We have the commercial Solutions Theatre, we have the Residential Solutions Theatre, Commercial Solutions at Hall 8, Residential Solutions in Hall 5, we have the Audio Solutions Theatre in Hall 7, and then we have the Unified Communications Theatre in Hall 9. And so these themes are covered there. I believe you're speaking in Commercial Solutions Theatre.
I am, that's right.
Yeah, and you're doing some business.
Social media, yeah. I teach people how to do some social media.
Exactly. So, and these are all free to attend. Yeah. We looked at the TED-type style, but we said it had to be a little bit longer than 10 minutes for people to get the good content in there. Yeah. And we've created a whole program throughout the whole show, 4 days, I think something like 150 sessions in those theaters with a variety of subjects. Go to the ISE website, iseurope.org, and there you'll find the whole program. Just have a look. You can just turn up.
You can just drop in if you're here at the show. And if you're not here at the show, obviously we're going to give you a lot of the education, and we're going to show you around, give you an idea what's going on, and we're going to shoot videos on every booth on the show floor, and hopefully help expose more people to ISE and hope get more people here. Which brings me to my next question, which is pre-registration. From what I understand from talking to you over our video conference that we had, is up.
Yeah, it is up. We're running something like 10% ahead of where we were there last year. Last year we had 59,350 attendees. The number comparing today and the same day last year, we were running about 10% ahead. Wow. So basically on that, it means we're going for another record.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get somewhere around 65 or 70,000 people here.
I think we'll be something in around 65,000, but that's my personal bet. Some of my staff think we'll do more, some think we'll do less.
Well, look, I've walked around the show floor, and one of the things that struck me in just walking around the show floor is your digital signage hall alone is bigger than the digital signage shows around the world. I mean, you've got this show is not just a conglomeration of just commercial AV and residential AV. You've got a rental staging hall of LEDs that's bigger than the rental staging shows, a digital signage hall that's bigger than the digital signage show, a UC hall that is probably the only UC show on Earth.
Yep. What we've tried to do, when we first started ISE, we said, look, it's a free-for-all. You can book wherever you wanted to. And as the show started to grow, our attendees started coming back and saying, we need to be able to navigate. We want somewhere to start. So we said, okay, let's try and conglomerate some of these technologies and actually give people a place to say, look, we have this whole show, but if you're only interested in digital signage, go to Hall 8. Hall 8, for us, is actually over 8,000 net square meters of space. If you compare that to the show in the US, the DSE, my calculation is they're about 6,500. We have over, I think it's something like 400 companies in the whole show. Doing digital signage. So, and the other shows, that dedicated hall doesn't even have the display manufacturers like LG and Samsung and Panasonic and NEC. They're elsewhere in the show. So much to see. UC, we saw the development there, and we created its own hall, put a theater in there, and it's just grown. And I think there was one other show in Europe. I'm not sure if it still exists, but this is the core. This is where the most of the companies actually come to. We have our Audio Solutions hall in Hall 7. It's really pro audio. And there are shows that have pro audio, but I think we are now becoming, if you're talking about installation, this is the place to see it.
Yeah, and then you have all the other halls, which are full of everything. You've got a hall area that's sort of focused on home AV, but it's all over the show. You've got control manufacturers, you've got video distribution and projection and display manufacturers all over the place. And like I said, we're going to cover it all at ravepubs.com. One last question. If you only had 1 day to spend here, right? You had 1 day to spend, where would you yourself, what hall would you start in?
Oh, wow. I'm a geek. I love all this stuff. Yeah. And I couldn't tell you one hall where to go. Yeah. This show is just full of information. It's full of the wow technology that our industry is about. You have to go everywhere. 1 day is not enough.
That's why you have 4 days. 3 days wasn't enough.
Days. Yeah. Really, if you want to get around this show, you need 4 days. Yeah. The best thing I give advice to everybody, if you've only got a day or 2 days, look at the stuff, go to our website, and there are a lot of tools there to actually help you plan your visit. So plan your visit, look at the companies you want to see, look at the technologies you want to see, and use our app. You can put it all in the app and put it there, and then you can do a plan on how you want to get around the show.
Yeah, and what's neat about Amsterdam is it's easy to fly in and out of this show. So if you're local here in Europe, you can fly in the morning, fly out in the afternoon, but at the same time, the hotels there's still hotel rooms left. They didn't jack up the price of the hotel rooms because of your agreement with them. And it's getting easier and easier to get to Rye because they're building more and more transportation systems.
Just to give you, I'm based and live in Munich, and I have an office here in Amsterdam next door to Rye, and I come in regularly. I take the 6:30 flight in the morning out of Munich. I'm here in my office before 9 o'clock, and then I go home on a 7:30 flight in the evening, and I'm home for the evening and sleep in my own bed. And I do that quite often, so it's really easy. It can be done.
I'm excited about a 4-day show. I'm super excited about attendance, and I'm excited to see all the new stuff. This show's perfectly positioned after CES, so we get to see all the 8K stuff and all the new 4K stuff. And then it's perfectly positioned before InfoComm, where we see a second round of launches. A lot of manufacturers plan their launches this year around your show.
I think we have more than 50 different, what we know of, more than 50 different launches going on during ISE.
Oh, I'd say it's more than that.
I'm sure it is.
I'd say it's more than that. There's some private suites even there.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. I think that you've got more than that. Congratulations, Mike. Great job.
Gary.
Congratulations on everything.
Great job working with you.
I appreciate it. We love doing this show every year, and we appreciate the invitation being asked back. And we're excited about the 4th day, and we are going to go around and shoot videos at every booth. So keep watching. Is there any company you want to see their product? Just go to the video search window and type that company's name in, and it'll pop up. Thanks, Mike, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.